Okay, so I want to show you how to be able to log into the system, just in case you wanted to use it for teaching or for learning. The first thing that you do is you go to e.royalkingschool.co.za. Just enter. It will take you to the home page, and that I'm already logged in, so let me log out so that you see exactly what we mean. So it should take you to this page when you go to royalkingschool.co.za. Let me just type it here. It's like I've even forgotten what I'm doing. royalkingschool.co.za. Press enter. It brings you to this page. Here you enter your username in lower cases. My username being something like that in lower cases, and then I'm just going to log in with my password. So I'll enter my password, and then if I want the system to remember me, I choose that one. If I want to log in, I click on that. Otherwise, I choose to register. I'm assuming that you've already registered, so I'm gonna click on login. Okay, so now I have logged in, and in my login on the left side here, I'll be able to see if I'm on a computer, this menu will be opened. If it's not open, just click this button here, and then you will see this left side here. You can go to your course by choosing your course under my course. In this case, I teach CAT, so I'm gonna go to CAT grade 12. Alright, so by clicking on CAT grade 12, it opens for me the CAT Computer Applications Technology course or subject. Here I have some stuff I have typed here as topics. This can easily be added by clicking on add a topic. So I've added 2 topics there that my students are able to access. That would be the part for the year and the ATPs. Unless I put the 2019 ATPs, but they don't change anyway, unless something has changed in the syllabus. So after logging in, now take for instance, if I wanted to add an online lesson. How do we add an online lesson where you want to teach your children online if you are a teacher? So to add an online lesson, I need first of all to activate the edit here. To activate the edit, I click the button pointing at the arrow pointing down, and instead of saying edit settings, this will allow me to edit these things here. I'm not gonna click that one. I'm going to click on turn editing on. By doing that, I am able now, when the editing has been turned on, you can see the icons have changed now. I have pencils everywhere. I am now able to add an assignment to this item. How do I do? Go scroll down, and you're able to add an assignment, an activity. In this case, by clicking there, you can choose to add an assignment, but this time we want to add an online lesson, and I'm using the Blue Button Saver that I installed at Royal Kings School. So I click on the Blue Button Saver. I mean the blue button BN. In this blue button BN, now it allows me to access an instance type, which is activity or room with recording. You can choose whether you want to just have activity room only or recordings only. In this case, I want possibilities for everything, so I'll choose activity with recording if I wanted that classroom to be recorded so that students can access it later on. So in the virtual classroom, this is not a physical classroom, that's why we call it virtual. That's an online classroom. I'm going to type the name of the classroom that I'm going to use for students to access online. So let me call it Friday or Monday class. Monday class. Okay. Send notification will allow me to be able to send notification to users enrolled to let them know that this activity has been created or modified. So that means that if I click on this, students, if they use their email addresses, they are going to receive information about these activities having been created. If you check in more rooms here, there is a description. This description will be something like welcome to computer applications technology. Now I'll show you where this applies just now when we open the session. That welcome to computer applications technology. Please do not switch your mics on unless directed to. Right, so I have my description there. I'll make it bold and whatever it is that I want, I can expand this and make it center, whatever it is that I need to do. That I've typed my description. Right, so I can make this description to show on the home page, which is not what I need right now. Okay, so then we have activity or classroom settings. These allow you to be able to view the description on the online screen. I can use the same one, I think, but to make a difference between the two, I will make this one with a 1 somewhere there so that you're able to know this is the one that appears here. Wait for moderator means that the classroom, the students will not be able to enter into the classroom until the moderator is online. This is to avoid a situation where students start conversating on their own while the moderator is not there. Sometimes they abuse the resources and start chatting. So make students to wait for the moderator. Session can be recorded, means that you have an option whether you want to record the session or not. Recording settings, they're not available right now. No edit can be done here because no recording has been done or set in the actual live session. Then we have participants. The participants automatically are all the users of a given course, and they are enrolled or invited as viewers only. That means they are not moderators, they cannot do the presentation. The only one who has the right to do the presentation is the teacher in the course. In this case, I am the teacher for CAT, so I am enrolled as moderator. I can change that and say I am a viewer, and the students be moderators. That means the students will now be teaching me, because they'll be the ones uploading the presentation, which is not likely the case unless you want it so. So I'll leave the students as viewers and me as a moderator. In here, session schedule, very important. You need to schedule session. Join open, I'll click it to enable that. It means that the session will start on this date. Right now my date says 20/04/18. So you can see that this is actually getting the date from the same date that we are using, and just retracting by 5 minutes backwards the time that is actually available, 6 minutes or so. I'll leave it there since I want to show you how it looks. Now the closing date is when the class is gonna end. For me, if I don't want to create too many classes, I leave this closing date disabled like this, so that every time I come back to the class, I am able to join in without requesting a lot of stuff, or without coming here and redo the timing and all that kind of stuff. So this class will remain open. That means that I'll be able to use the class all the time. But remember, students will have to wait for the moderator to be in class before they can join the class. So I'll leave it like that. But in the case that your class was running only for 2 hours and you want it to be strict 2 hours, you enable this and change your time to 16, because the time is starting at 2. So it's gonna end at 16:43, which is cool. But in this case, I don't want it to follow any timing. Common module settings, those are options. Now you can leave that alone. And then restriction is important if you are giving students assignments and you want to make sure that the one who attends this course has completed the previous assignment. So you can choose whether the person has completed the assignment, or the person is following a date, or the person got a certain grade in a given assignment, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to restrict them right now. So then I click on save and display. When I click on save and display, the system creates a session on the server. It creates a session also on the website, and then now I'll be able to access the lesson. This is how you are able to create a lesson online. Looks like my computer is slow. I'll wait for it. There we are. A lesson has been created. The description we typed on top there, which was bolded, is here. Now remember, there is the other description that we typed, which we included a 1 beside. That description wasn't for the definition of the class on this platform. It was for the session. So when you come next time, you log in and you want now to start a session, all you need to do is take, for instance, if you come to your course page, you will see that at the bottom of your assignment there is a Monday class assignment that you created, or classroom that you created. By clicking there, it takes you to the session joining page, where now you are able now to click on join session to join a session. In this case, you as a moderator, you log in as a person using a microphone. So by clicking here, I am able to join using a microphone. Now You can see the test there is working.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
And now notice our description that we typed with a 1 there. Welcome to blah 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 blah. Please do not switch on your wara wara. This is a description that you type to the other side. So the classroom is now in session. To load your presentation in this classroom, you go to Action, Upload Presentation. Here you can browse for the presentation in PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, or PDF, or even picture format. So if I click on browse, it allows me to browse for the presentation that I want to load. In this case, I have a presentation in CAT because I am teaching CAT, so I'm gonna go to the lesson plans I have in CAT 10.3 grade 12, since I'm teaching the grade 12s. And now I'm going to load a presentation on file management. By clicking on file management and click there, notice that the file management file has been loaded. I can load another file again by going back and choose another item again, click there and load it. The third one has been loaded, so now I have 2 presentations. The one checked is the one that is going to be loaded immediately. So in this case, I want to upload this one first, so I click on upload. Both of them get uploaded, but the one that's going to be loaded to the lesson is the first one that I ticked. Alright, so the default item that you have there is this PDF item there. Now my presentation has been loaded in the big blue button, Online Classroom. Remember, we said that this class can be recorded. Recording of a classroom can be done from there. I can start the recording and my whole session is going to be recorded. Alright, from there, what do I have? On the right side, so this is the presentation window that you have, and on the right side you have tools you can use for working with the presentation. Take for instance, I can choose a pencil to use for writing. Pardon my handwriting. I'm using a mouse to do this instead of the right technology. I can do the drawing such as a rectangle. I can also use other tools. You get the idea, I think. Maybe the special tool here, maybe a text here. I can use a tool like a text. I draw a box there and I'm able to type in whatever it is I want to type in as a symbol of whatever it is I'm doing. The color of the text, or sorry, the size of the text can be changed by using the font size there. The color of the text can be changed by choosing the color of text here. You can undo what you just did. Undo again will keep on erasing everything that you're doing. Or you can erase everything completely at once by using the... Now, if you have taught a student to be able to calculate a sum, you choose sum. You choose the multi-user whiteboard. The multi-user whiteboard will be able to allow you to do such kind of things as choosing a sum. The Malteser whiteboard will allow a student to be able to type on their own board there, and then you can turn it off again if you wanted to. This is how you are able to create a lesson. On the right side, you have the public chat. It allows you to chat with the students. Students can write answers or can comment here. Star, we cannot hear you. Can you hear me? Like, can you hear me? And then press enter, and then the student will be able to respond from there. Simply, this is how you are able to run on with your lesson. I'll show you the next things in the next slide. Ciao for now.